Looking to the some shortage of the time, I will not address by name. I request dignitaries on the dais, distinguished members of the bar, mediators, officers of the Legal Service Authority, judicial officers, academicians, participants, gracious ladies and gentlemen. It is a privilege to be here and share my views on the topic rapidly shaping both in philosophy and practice of justice in India, mediation, dialogue as cornerstone of justice. It is a core. Mediation is rooted in consensus and conversation, not conquest. I reflect a fundamental recurrent social truth. Justice optimally served when dispute resolution preserves dignity, relationship, and social capital rather than merely determining winners and losers. Justice is not always the articulation of rights. Sometimes it is the healing of differences. Manusmriti says, Samdanam cha bhedam cha dandam cha munir babrit etanupayan ragyam tu karya siddhya pradayakan samna danen bhedin danden cha yathakramam prayunjit sada raja sarvakareshu na purvasha. Meaning, the king should always employ them in proper sequence. First, conciliation, then offering, then division, and lastly force. Conciliation sama, offering dana, division bheda, and force danda are declared to be the progressive measure available to a ruler. Long before the statutory recognition of mediation, Indian courts actively promoted negotiation and settlement. We know section 89 of the Code of Civil Procedure applies for that. Recently, the Mediation Act 2023 has been notified, though some of the topics had not yet, but the overall object of this is institutionalized mediation to make a mediated settlement agreement enforceable like decrees of the court, to provide for a governing mediation council, mediator accreditation and standards, and to protect confidentiality and promote pre-institution mediation mechanism. Please, this degree of agreement, enforceability, mediated settlement, and confidentiality provisions are designed to give mediation teeth and credibility, thereby encouraging early resolution and reducing litigation burden. Importantly, the Act recognizes mediation as a broader than a litigation adjunct. It is a standalone dispute resolution mechanism applicable in domestic and international context and even in online community settings. The Supreme Court of India has emphasized the encouraging mediation not as a reluctant afterthought but as a primary tool for dispute resolution, and an occasion arises whenever there is a dispute with respect to the family and other litigation, it should be, chance must be given repeatedly, thereby let them go for resolution, not for adjudication. The government and judiciary must move away from entrenched litigation mindset and embrace mediation with confidence, not suspicion. Mediation is not merely a procedural formality, but a means to deliver minimum cost, minimum time, minimum stress justice. But capacity building cannot remain confined to court-annexed mediation centers alone. if we are serious about transforming dispute resolution in India, we must acknowledge and undeniably reality the largest litigant in our courts is the government itself. Therefore, one constructive step forward would be institutionalized mediation or dedicated trained mediation officers within every major department of the government, both at the union and state level, may introduce the mediation mindset in the mind of the government, and this litigation may come down. Friends, the mediation, we know, it's a mindset of an individual. For the individual mindset, now it's a momentum. And we, everyone, want a resolution. Nobody want to go and fight in the court of law, looking to the so many problems. As I emphasized, pendency is cost effective, and ultimately it's a decision, it's not a resolution, and your relation would not be managed by that. What we should do, if we go for a mediation in this way, and we take it as a part of our process at initial stage or even at a subsequent stage, it may be helpful. I am always advocating that the mediation, which now in a momentum, would go to the extent that proficiency subject-wise and topic-wise mediation may be helpful in future, looking to the commercial, cyber laws and other type of cases coming, looking to their complexities. So, friends, we have to thought of it. As we stand at the legal crossroads, we must recognize that the true success of mediation lies not just in its statutory provisions, but in fundamental shifts of our professional psyche. By moving from culture of conquest to one consensus, where one government leads as a model litigant or our judicial system rewards the healing of differences over the mere counting of the disposals, we honor the timeless Vedic principles of Sama conciliation. So, please make out a mindset to go for a mediation and follow the Mahatma Gandhi. I will conclude by saying the Mahatma Gandhi said that I had learned the true practice of law. I had learned to find out a better side of human nature and enter men's hearts. I realized that the true function of a lawyer was unite parties riven asunder. The lesson was so indelibly burnt into me that a last part of my time during the 20 years of my practice as a lawyer was occupied in bringing about private compromises of hundreds of cases. I lost nothing thereby, not even money, certainly not my soul. Please remember this, and with a mediation mindset, I say go for a dialogue and stretch to that. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity and to share my views.
Thank you, my Lord, for your Lordship's keen and a very thought-provoking address. Your Lordship's observations have further strengthened the significance of institutional mediation and access to justice within our legal framework. It's now my honor to respectfully invite Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, Honorable the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, to address the gathering.